for joining us for the last video of the year and of the decade. It is, of course, New Year's Eve, and we'll start out with your local news. The Department of Health and Community Services is warning the public about the risk associated with cannabis use. Cannabis edibles and drinks are now available for purchase. The effects of edibles and drinks can be delayed up to a few hours. To avoid cannabis poisoning, start low and go slow. Start with low doses and wait several hours before eating or drinking more. In other news, at 1:46 a.m. on Tuesday morning, the St. John's Regional Fire Department, along with the RNC, responded to a residential fire on Topsail Road in St. John's. The home was occupied at the time, but all the people were evacuated from the residence and they were unharmed. The fire remains under investigation. And finally, the Bay St. George RCMP have been kept busy taking bad drivers off our roadways. Police stopped a 35-year-old woman from Stephenville on December 21st and conducted a roadside breath test, the result of which was above the provincial limit for alcohol, but below criminal legislation. On Christmas Eve, the RCMP conducted a traffic stop as part of a check stop on Route 419 near Stephenville Crossing. A 46-year-old man from St. George's was found to be driving with a suspended license. And then finally, on December 28th, a traffic stop was conducted on Main Street in Stephenville. The driver, a 46-year-old man of Stephenville Crossing, was given a roadside breath test, as a result of which was above the provincial limit, but again was below criminal legislation. And the weather forecast for the first day of 2020, we are looking at snow, rain, and some wind. Those details are coming up right after a message from our sponsor.
We were getting married in the most beautiful rural setting. My mom got sick and couldn't be with us for our big day. I was heartbroken. Thankfully, we discovered Xplornet. They responded right away and connected us to high-speed internet. Our big day was incredible because it felt like Mom was there.
Xplornet. Connect to what matters.
For the first day of 2020 is looking anything but calm and tranquil. It'll actually be the complete opposite. Environment Canada has issued a barrage of special weather statements and warnings. A special weather statement is in effect for the entirety of the island portion of the province, and also for Red Bay to Lanceau-Clare in Labrador. And there is a wreck house wind warning and a special weather statement in effect for Channel Port aux Basques and vicinity. Your forecast for the first day of 2020 is not looking very nice at all. We are looking at rain or snow, depending on where you are. For the Avalon, the South Coast, and portions of central Newfoundland, we'll see rain, snow, and winds gusting to about 70. Back across the western half of the island, it looks like it will be mostly snow, and we are looking at gusty winds along the west coast of Newfoundland. Labrador is also looking at some weather, but to a less degree of severity. We are looking at some snow for both Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and for Labrador City, and a mix of sun and cloud expected for our friends in Hopedale. As we take a look at your extended forecast for St. John's, for New Year's Day, we are looking at 5 to 10 centimeters of snow and 5 to 10 millimeters of rain, and winds gusting to about 70 with a high of +2. And then for Thursday, much improved, looking at a mix of sun and cloud with about a 60% chance of flurries and +1. As we head into your Friday, a chance of flurries expected in -2. A mix of sun and cloud for Saturday, and it looks like another system is going to move through by Sunday. We are looking at some rain and 6 for the capital city. Sliding into central Newfoundland, we are looking at 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for Gander. We're also looking at about 2 to 4 millimeters of rain, and then flurries will continue for your Thursday. As we head into Friday, we're looking at a chance of flurries of -2. For Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud of -2, and for Sunday, we are looking at a rain-snow mix again from that system that's likely to impact our area, and high +4 degrees. And then for the west coast, Corner Brook, we are looking at 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for your Wednesday, along with some winds gusting to about 80. For Thursday, we are looking at some flurries and -3, some flurries for Friday as well, and -2. Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud with a chance of flurries, -2 as the daytime high. And to round out your 5-day for Sunday, again, we are looking at that system moving through. Corner Brook likely going to see some snow and some freezing rain at this point. Of course, it's still about 5 days away or so. -1 will be the daytime high for your Sunday. That is a look at your news and your weather for the first day of 2020. Have a great New Year's, and I'll see you back here next year.